Welcome everyone to tonight's Zoom training for the Passion for Plexus team. We have 7 participants on this evening, which is just fantastic. I'm glad, 8, sorry. I'm glad that you all decided to join us and hear tonight's call. Tonight's call is going to be more of something that comes from Kimberly and I's heart. And then Maria, we want you to talk about this a little bit too, but about power partnering and accountability. And so there's no list. You don't necessarily have to take notes. We just want to share with you something that has been important to us and we feel like God has blessed us with. So, do you want to kick it off or do you want me to? Okay. Do you want me to start or do you want to, Ken?
Oh,
Can you hear me?
sorry, I didn't realize that you were talking to me and I can't hear you. You can go ahead and start and then I'll come in.
Follow on up.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't even think of the word that I'm trying to
Where's the
use.
dog? Okay, I'm going to mute everyone but Kim right now. Okay. Or maybe this one. Ah, the dog comes from 214412. Okay. So
I thought that was Jazzy.
no, she's right here. What are you looking for? Oh, so Jazzy and I want to talk to you guys about power partnering. And I kind of want to tell you a little bit about my story and my journey of promoting Plexus. So I started April of 2014, and it was definitely one of those things where I was learning a lot as I went, and I was committed to going silver, but I didn't really know anything past that. I didn't really know much about going gold and much about the products other than the pink drink. So I started getting educated on the ProBio and the BioCleanse even before it was a triplex combo, because the triplex combo probably came around about 6 months into my journey of selling Plexus. So I was selling the pink drink left and right, and I had a small team, and I remember talking to Heather Burke, and she just said that she was praying for me to have a power partner. And as you guys know, on the Team Plex It Forward page, Nikki and Heather are power partners, and you can see the dynamic goes really well there, but they share this, but Nikki's underneath Heather. And Nikki is a very numbers-oriented person. She's extremely goal-oriented. She's very, she just has a different approach than Heather. Heather is amazing. Heather has prayed over me. We've had chats. We can cry on the phone together. It's incredible. And I was longing for someone in my life that I could partner up with and talk to on a daily, weekly basis and kind of do this business with, but I didn't know who it was going to be. And I thought, well, maybe it'd be one of my friends that I sign up, or maybe it'd be someone on my team. I don't know. So I found Kimberly September last year, because I feel like I pursued you for 3 months.
I think it was, I'm trying to think, because I had Danica in August and it was October. It was a good 2 months because I joined the day before Christmas, on Christmas Eve.
It was love at first sight, really.
Yes. So it really was. So I basically told Kimberly I wanted her on my team. I PM'd her. I didn't even know her. I was like, I think I posted something on a yard sale site, and then Kim and I were messaging back and forth, and then it was just one of those things where God was like, keep pursuing, keep pursuing. Because sometimes you get an answer from the Lord and he's just like, you know, close that door, don't worry about it. I'll bring them to you when I'm ready type of thing. But this was like, keep pursuing, keep pursuing. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to keep pursuing her. So whenever she would post on Facebook, I would comment, I'd be like, you're so pretty and popular. And I'd message her and I'd be like, hey, so want to join my team yet? And we set up a lunch and we canceled the lunch because you had the baby, you had the baby, and you know, it was like a new mom thing. So she ended up just signing up on Christmas Eve.
Yep.
On Christmas Eve. And it was like one of those things where I know the products, I've tried them before, I want to be on your team, but I don't know how far I'm going to go with this. I don't know if I'm going to super promote it. I don't know where I'm going to go with it. And I was like, that's cool. I know you're going to be a diamond, no problem. So, I mean, I just knew, like, sometimes you just know. So anyway, all that to say that between last December and now, Kim and I have had a really great blessing of developing a really strong friendship. I consider her one of my best friends now. But in terms of power partnering, she's literally everything I could ask for and more. And if I hadn't had that power partner term, I wouldn't have had that on my radar of something that I wanted to pursue and find, because I didn't know that Kim was going to be that. I just knew she'd be awesome on my team. So we want to talk to y'all and encourage you. Hey, Libby. And encourage you to find someone to power partner up with. I mean, our Passion for Plexus team page is me, Kim, and Maria. And what you see is the product of all three of us being involved together in this. So everyone on our team, your Plexus game! Mega X. So Maria, at the end, will you open it up for everyone so that we can see what's in it? Yeah, okay. So what was I saying? Oh, so the team is okay. The team page is the culmination of our work together. And so I have everyone on that page is underneath me. I have 165 people on my team right now, I think. And Kim has 81, and Maria, how many do you have? Hold up, 11? It's okay. I have you on mute. Are you unmuted? Okay.
Yeah, I'm muting. My dog was being crazy, so I'm muting myself.
That's okay.
But active ones, there's
In total.
in total, yeah, about 11.
Okay, so Maria has 11. So yay! So basically what you see on that team page is the culmination of all of us and our personalities coming together. And so when you guys get your trainings, your learning, your posts of the day, all of that, that's coming from me having power partners and Maria and Kim. So we want to encourage you guys as well to get a power partner. Find someone that you want to do the business with. And it can be someone underneath you, someone, where can Maria go? Someone lateral to you, whatever the case may be. And I mean, I think that with prayer and petition is how that should happen, and be thinking about who God wants to partner you up with. We are going to do a thing at the end where we're going to post on the Passion page and ask for people who want a power partner to comment. And we can kind of go from there, whether it's going to be a matchup or you choose someone. But it's something that has completely changed the dynamic of my business. And I've done the business without a power partner, or one or two. So I know significant changes happen when you partner up with someone. Kim and I have, depending on where we're at, we'll have daily calls, we'll have weekly calls. Maria and I talk a lot too. We talk about strategy. We talk about where the points are. We come up with ideas together. We run contests together. I'm going to unmute you, Maria. What else would you say that we do together? Contests, posts. You're muted again? No, I'm unmuting you. I can't.
Sorry, Jesse's on the phone too, so I'm muting while you're talking.
Oh, okay. Kim, what would you say that we do besides contests and posts?
Well, one of the key things is accountability, which is a huge thing when it comes to the whole power partner. Accountability to me is key. Without that, without us checking in on one another, even whenever it's just about goals, sometimes like we won't even necessarily talk about our downlines and points and whatnot. Sometimes it's just accountability, where we're are with our goals, where we're wanting to go, where we're wanting to be. So I definitely think the accountability between you and I is a huge part of it. But yeah, definitely, of course, contests, we always talk about that as far as, prizes and whatnot. So
yeah, and ideas. And the thing is that because everyone's underneath me, I'll have contests for our whole team that Kim and Maria can then spread out to their teams. And Christy does too. Christy's another leader of ours. And so anyone that has anyone underneath them, like our contests apply to them. But then Kim and Maria will also run their own contests laterally for their team. that might be separate for their goals. But yeah, I mean, the accountability thing is huge. I love our chats, and I think it's a really big thing when you're able to be like, you know what, I need some direction. Because for me, I work from home and I have a lot of free time, but that doesn't mean that my time is always used wisely. And so I know, like, if Kim and I are chatting, that I want to be able to talk about what kind of I've got going on too. And I also have people outside of our team that I speak to on a semi-regular basis, where we just kind of share what we're learning from our teams together as well. So those kind of power partners are important. I mean, my mentor, Kendall Boyd, she's my lifesaver. I'm terrible with numbers, and she'll literally like go into my back office and help me figure out where I'm at. And she's someone that I need in my life to figure out how I'm going to promote, because getting to diamond is really important to me, and seeing how I can help my team the most is really important to me. And so when I have Kendall, and then I, can get with Kim and Maria, it's just a huge gift really for your business. And so we want you guys to be thinking power partner. And I mean, I know that other people from other teams watch these as well, which is really flattering when y'all ask me for the link to our trainings. And that's important for you guys to keep in mind, is, be thinking about who you can partner up with and what you can bring to the table for each other. It's really important. So that's kind of my spiel. Have it in your mind, be thinking about it. We're going to post on our team page and want you to comment if you want one, and we can match you up or kind of figure out how we want to go from there. But and we can share with you what we do. Sometimes it's just a rundown of goals and points and how we do it. And sometimes it's just like, hey, can I pray over you? Can we talk about things? Because like when Kim was promoting, it was a lot of checking in and just saying, okay, let me pray over you. Because that's all I could do. She's doing everything in the world that she can, and she's, moving and grooving as fast as she can. But at the same time, it's like sometimes some prayer is all you need.
Definitely helps you. You help keep me sane. One thing that I have to say about, Power Partner is how you said at the beginning about Heather and Nikki. Heather being a diamond, Nikki, just recently becoming diamond. And also, kind of seeing how they run their page and whatnot as far as the Power Partner goes. I just see the difference. Like, you can even see in their posts and like their videos when they post their videos and whatnot, they're just, to me, they're different, like night and day. And I feel like, with me and Rachel, it's like night and day as well. Her strengths are the total opposite of mine. And to me, that it makes us, when helping each other, it's absolutely amazing. What comes from that, because certain things that I'm not strong at or I'm not good at, she's amazing at. And then it's, vice versa.
Oh, for sure.
So I definitely think, when looking for a power partner, see, how, as far as their, strengths go and whatnot. Because like I said, it's like night and day for me and Rachel. And same with, from what I can tell, same with Nikki and Heather. Mm-hmm. And they're obviously, they're awesome and doing it to it. So, most of us have the goal, the ultimate goal of going diamond, which is amazing, because I feel like even if you don't think that it's ever going to happen, I promise you, if you set your goal for diamond, it'll more than likely happen. There isn't a time frame on anything either. You got to think about that. Some of us, most of us, I will say, not me, I'm just saying, most of my Plexi people have full-time jobs along with Plexus. Plexus is something that they do kind of on their free time, or whenever, they have a moment, if they even get one. I realize, especially, seeing how busy my hubby is, sometimes it's hard, to find a chance or a moment to promote. And I know a lot of it is through network marketing. And if you don't have the time, you don't have the time. I just have a couple people on my team that I've, touched base with and whatnot, saying that, they love the products. They they want to be doing good. It's just hard because they can't necessarily balance, the two as far as their full-time job in Plexus.
But Kimmy, I think that's where it works so well because, I mean, you and I have had times. Okay, so for example, when I went to Florida, my team was rocking. And you and Maria, you guys helped me out. I mean, I wanted to enjoy a little bit of vacation. And so my team was able to come to you guys for questions. Remember,
Absolutely.
Maria? And then Maria had just started, so I paired you up with Maria on a messenger so that you guys could help each other. And so Maria was bringing people on. I mean, you're on fire, girl, like your first week. It was crazy. And that was the week I went away. And so that's the other thing with Power Partners is like, if you work full time, that's okay. I mean, someone will be there to help you. That's what you do. Like, I'll post stuff on Kim's team page if I need to, and it's no big deal. And, Kim obviously posts on our page, but I can remember several times, like when you just first got pregnant and stuff, it was kind of like, I was doing your team. And then when I was out of town, you were doing my team. And I mean, it's really helpful actually if you have less time to have a power partner.
Oh, absolutely. Like, that's one thing that I completely forgot about when I went on vacation, and, you helped out tremendously. But that to me, that's really what teamwork is about, and that's another thing, accountability as far as our team goes. I feel like we're pretty good at that as far as the accountability goes. But I can't even stress the importance of, having a power partner. To me, it was a complete blessing because obviously I kind of started out, having you. And I know what's really funny is looking back, I was probably kind of a pain because I wasn't even sure if I wanted, to promote it. It was one of those things like I started it and loved it. And then of course, Dee noticed a difference in me within 1 week. And then he got into my stash and I was like, whoa, hold up. We're going to have to get your own. And
your mom was all about it.
Yep. So, yep. That was another one, right away. She was wanting to try it. She started it and loved it. And, to me, another thing as far as, saying that, my mom obviously is my biggest fan, a lot of moms are. And, wholesale came pretty quick as far as my mom joining my team. She was the very first person to join my team. But she, one is able to get her products at wholesale each month. She doesn't really care to do the whole, promoting Plexus, although she has definitely referred some people to me, which is amazing. Love her dearly for that.
My mom does that too. She's wholesale, but she's not working the business, but she was customers. Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like if anyone ever, to me brings up the fact that Plexus is really expensive, I always bring up the wholesale option. The only thing that you don't want to get caught in is the fact that when you become an ambassador, you don't have a 60-day money back guarantee. That's only the customer side. So that's the only, it's 5 days from the time you join. So that's the only thing that I would definitely be careful with. You know what I mean? I would make sure that they would have had at least tried, Plexus and liked it before they joined.
Well, or did they know? Because I feel like for me, I would have known in 5 days if I liked the pink drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do have people that sign up without having tried it first, but
Hey,
they like it.
So real quick, I don't mean to interject
No,
too
honey.
much, but do you guys want to talk a little bit more about like certain maybe like attributes that you look for in a power partner? You mentioned just a couple of them already, but is there like you want to maybe like list out some things to think about when you're looking for a power partner, I guess?
Sure. I mean, I have a different story because we prayed about it and I got Kim and Maria. So I don't.
Yeah,
I mean, I think.
You know what I mean? Like God literally just brought me.
I think it can happen pretty naturally, but.
I really like that, Shane. Thank you for saying that because there are a few things that just popped into my head.
Okay.
That like, meaning like if I didn't have a power partner, who I would be looking for. And I'm like, before Plexus, I had goals, but I wasn't super goal oriented. And that's something that Plexus has definitely made me into. And, you know, seeing Rachel and her enthusiasm and passion for Plexus alone is like crazy. And so, you know, we're both, you know, ultimately we both want to be diamonds. You know, we have a lot of our goals are the same, you know, and I feel like if, you know, we weren't already power partners, she is who I would seek out, you know, if that makes sense.
That's sweet.
And I absolutely, well, I'm just being honest, like, let's be real. And I like too, you know, that we can be real with each other. You know, if I'm super busy, you know, I'm beyond pregnant. Like if I could put my belly up to the screen, y'all would laugh. It's so big. So, it's definitely nice, you know, whenever I don't like, I feel like I don't have a chance to breathe. I can just, you know, tell you that. And then, you know, you can help me with something that's going on, or, you know, the sky's the limit really when it goes to helping each other. I'm trying to think of at least one other thing that to me that would be really important.
But I wasn't goal oriented before Plexus, just so you know.
It's funny because a lot of people weren't. It's like I've been seeing that lately. Like they maybe had some like maybe ultimate goals, like, you know, yeah, I want to get married someday, but not anything like I have set goals monthly and I try my hardest to reach them. I was never like that before, ever, you know.
I mean, when I work sales, like they make you do it, but I've never had self-created.
Right.
Basically, where I'm like, this is the month I want to be senior gold. This is the month I want to be ruby. I want to be emerald by Christmas. Like, it's with prayer and petition and, you know, conversations with Shane and seeing where our team is going. But I've never wanted to work. I wake up every day and I want to work. I'm like checking my phone and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? And I have my list of things that I want to do and I have my list of people I want to talk to. And some days, like I told you today, are like pedal to the metal computer days where I'm setting up different pages and setting up different projects and this and that. But I love it. Like, it's never an arduous task of like, oh, I got to work today, ever.
Agreed.
And I've been doing it since last April. That's crazy. That's the antithesis of my personality. I'm actually inherently lazy. Shocker, I know. But I am. Plexus makes me not lazy because we're changing lives. Like, I know that I've had an impact on y'all's lives, and I know that you all have had an impact on each other's lives. So my driving force is trying to be, you know, basically the hands and feet of Jesus and help change lives with health, but also, you know, the financial aspect is a really big deal. And so when we pour into our teams and we power partner up, I know that I'm impacting you in that way and hoping to bless you in that way. So I wake up and I'm like, basically, how can I help bless people today? Which is crazy, but it's true.
So I'm kind of a list guy. So if we kind of talk, one thing that I hear off the top is like shared values, and having.
He's my other power partner, by the way. You're awesome, babe.
So like having shared values to where, like, you know, you're kind of going in the same direction, and there's not going to be a lot of conflicts there. Like if you're not sharing values, you'll see a lot more conflict. And having shared values has allowed you to trust one another, to help one another out when you take some vacation time and things like that.
Like, I know that she's gonna like pay it forward and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
See, I don't think of those things because I just like, it's awesome.
Right.
But that's
And we are blessed. I feel like a lot of times, like, we don't even really think about it. We just know that we have each other's back. So we're like, oh, okay, we're good. You know,
yeah.
literally, I know we're like that.
I know.
So,
yeah. And I think, okay, so attribute, so it's someone that you're shared value with, someone that you feel like you can be honest with, someone that you feel like won't judge you, or, you know, is that kind of stuff that you're looking for?
Yeah. Well, something else that kind of stuck out is finding someone that kind of is good at the things that you aren't good at. You know, someone that can help kind of pick up the slack for you, and someone that you can pick up the slack for, and in the areas where they're not great at.
So like, I think you're super organized and I'm like not more, but something I like to do, which you're also good at, is I like to come up with creative new like marketing strategies and ideas and ways to do it, and like groups and Messenger and, you know, all that kind of different stuff and contests and all that. And then, you know, run it by you and say, okay, how should we change this? Or what would be the right way to do this and stuff like, but if I need anything, like anything about PV, anything about the plan, anything about the products, like Kim's got it in like a nanosecond. Whereas I'll be like, hold up, let me see, it's in this file here, you know? So that's definitely something good.
Right. And that is going back to how, you know, what I was saying about, you know, I feel like Nikki and Heather are night and day. I definitely feel like that with me and you, as far as, you know, your strengths are completely different from mine, you know what I mean? Which is amazing. Another thing that I absolutely love that I haven't mentioned yet is the fact that, you know, you pour into other people. You know, you come back to me and the team with amazing stuff. Like I can't even fathom, you know, hearing some things, you know, that you learned at Colorado that we just talked on, you know, about on the phone earlier. Like that to me, that accountability, I'm excited about that.
Should we tell them? No, I'm just kidding.
It's it's definitely, that's one thing that I have always loved about you is that, you know, your connections, you know, your connections are crazy. Like, I don't even know how you do it, but I'm super blessed that you do.
You have friends outside of our team?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Just like people that you learn stuff from, that, you know, you pour into, they pour into you. I've learned a lot that way. You know, you just relying messages from other people to me or to the team. I've learned a lot that way, and I definitely love getting other people, like picking other people's brains. And I feel like you do that for me, if that makes sense. So, it's definitely awesome. I love it. I love that you have connections, and just like I said, just being the opposite, you know, I feel like there are definitely some things that we are a lot alike, but there's a lot on the business end of things that we're completely different. And it works out, obviously, pretty amazing for us. So, you know, and honesty to me is huge. You know, anytime that there's ever been anything, we're able to talk it out. And to me, that's huge. You know, if we didn't have that, if you felt like you couldn't be honest with me, if I felt like I couldn't be honest with you, everything would just be it would be a hot mess. And so it's definitely a blessing that we both can be completely honest. And, me and you both, we're not going to hurt each other's feelings. That's another thing. You know, I will be, you know, constructive criticism we both love. You know, we want to get better. You know, some people think, oh, well, you're being rude, you're not, you know, like that's not going to help me. But to me that's a negative mind. Anything that I need to work on and you tell me, like, that's the first thing I do is try to get better at whatever it was. And, you know, of course I know it's vice versa.
I get a lot of constructive criticism. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
but I mean, like I said, it's a really good thing. You know, to each their own. Some people can't stand it and some people live by it. You know, I am the person that I am today because of it. And I've never taken it the wrong way, but I have very broad shoulders. I've never really let anything bother me like that. But like, I mean, I'll definitely say to each their own, because some people, you know, it's really easy to get their feelings hurt.
Well, I'm quite sensitive usually, but business constructive criticism or like, you know, sisterly constructive criticism, I'll always take because I know that it comes from a good heart.
Right.
So when you're finding your power partner, find someone that you can take the heat from, because you need that heat. Maria's taken some of my heat before. The comfort zone that you're in, you want someone that's going to kind of you out, and it's important to have that friendship and know, like, this is my power partner and they can talk to me that way, and this is my power partner and they're going to help me grow in this way, and that they care about me and they love me, and this is why they're sharing this with me. Because like Maria and I have had conversations, and you know, it can be difficult, but we care about each other, and I want her to grow as much as she can, and I know her goals. So I'm not like coming out of nowhere like, hey, you want to be this? And she's like, I never said that. That's not what it is. It's like, you want to be this. Here's what I know. Here's what I've learned. Here's what I learned at convention. You know, I know it sounds kind of weird, but let's try it. And then, you know, let's check in or whatever.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
There are a few things
No, we love your input, Shane. So keep it coming.
Go for it, yeah.
there are like three things that kind of stick out. One, like with both Maria and you, Kim, it's been a very natural thing. It's very organic, and I think in talking about like finding a power partner, you can fall into that like, oh, I need to find someone and force it. So I think it's important to just be on the lookout and not like necessarily try to force it, but let it happen organically. I mean,
I agree. Kind of let nature run its course almost with it, but obviously be on the lookout.
Have your antennas, antennas open up and looking for someone who could be that.
Yeah, but baby, right? I was paired up with Kendall. Kendall was given to me by Heather, and Kendall has been a godsend.
Yeah.
So you never know. God's gonna do it how He wants to do it.
For instance, what I was just talking about, Kendall has been a super huge blessing to you, which has been a blessing to me because what she has poured into you, you poured into me.
For sure.
Like whenever you were talking about how she broke down the point system earlier and that it was just amazing to you. I mean, you know, you feel like you hear about that you learn something new every day, but you're like, whatever. But truly, I feel like with Plexus, there really is something that I learn every day. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm very blessed.
And you'll also see when you are in the lookout for, a power partner, someone, to me, you want to have some of the same goals for sure,
Yeah, you want someone that's on the same page, like what Rachel talked about. Like if someone is wanting to work this as just a side business.
No, on like the same path. Like
I was like,
do it again.
Sorry. You want someone.
We have no fun at all over here.
You want someone who's on that same level. Like if you're wanting to be diamond, you're wanting to work this
together
hard, then you want someone who has that same goal as not someone who is you're not going to make someone your power partner who is like, oh, I just want to work this as a side business. Like I want to get my products for free. I don't really have a desire to work it too much.
Yeah.
What definitely works though in that is actually someone that you are the leader of. So like Maria, Libby would be an amazing power partner for you. You know, I mean, I know you're a power partner with us, but I mean, Libby needs someone. You know?
Right. So her and I actually, we've been talking, and as a matter of fact, we've got this thing going on. We have a goal that we want to reach together. And we know, and Libby, you can show your little face on here too, because we have a goal that we want to both meet for also family reasons. So when we have a goal, that's where we know, okay, we've got to get where we want to be because it'll help us out, not just in Plexus, but our family, and plus we'll also grow and within ourselves. So yeah, she's my little power partner. And also, I mean, I've got Janet, like her and I, like we'll talk, and she's like, I have this question, and I'm like, oh yeah, try this. And I mean, it's really awesome because I know how the type of person she is because I've worked with her before. So I know what a strong person she is and where she, and her passion. I mean, she's had a lot of passion in other jobs that I've seen her work at. And I mean, she just wanted to try these products to get healthy. And trust me, the girl is skinny, but she is healthy, you know, she's beautiful. And the fact that she's taking this on and she's working the business, I'm like, you know, that's a power partner right there. She's got goals. She is motivated, and she will tell it like it is if you need to. So it's pretty cool. Sorry, I just went on a rant.
Way. I mean, no, so they're on your team page, and so you can partner up with them and have them add people to their team page, because on the team page aspect really is page unless you're partnering up with people and you're sharing that page. So we share the responsibility of the Passion for Plexus page. but that's because we're partnered up. So not everyone necessarily uses the page on our team like we do. So with like Libby and Janet, like they can be a part of your page, and then that can be their team's page too. They don't necessarily need to start another one as silver. That's what I'm saying. You know?
Yeah. One last thing that I'd add that was sticking out is you want to be the person that you would want to partner with. And
ooh, that's deep. Shano knowledge on
but
I have a question. So am I supposed to start a page like for my team? Like at what point do I know how many people or whatever am I supposed to start our own page? Because I've been utilizing you guys' pages.
Okay. So we have always heard, and they've always said that when you go silver, you become a leader. You know, you got paid $100 bonus that, you know, then you become a leader. So they say that, you know, when you go silver, they are wanting you to have, you know, create your own team page.
We are wanting that.
Yes.
We.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of speaking as though like the Plexus gods or something.
There's no boss. We're the leader, and they're their own boss.
The reason why I will say this, because, you know, when you go silver, you become a leader. You know, you are directing, you know, those 3 people that are underneath you. And more than likely, when you go silver, you're going to be shooting for gold. Okay, so you need 20 people on your team in order to go gold. So that's why we definitely, you know, want you to, or I will say recommend, you know, you getting a team page in order for you to have your own way as far as like leading, because, you know, you're going to want your team to grow. So
there's an instant accountability once you start a team page.
Oh, most definitely.
It's like I have a team page. Jessica, was that you asking that? Sorry, I don't know voices.
Yeah, it's me. I have 5 people now, but in the next 10 days, I'm expecting another 5 to 10 people. So I was like, well, maybe I should start a team page, but I just didn't know, because we get a lot of useful information from you guys' pages. So
Right.
I was like, I don't know if it's pointless. Is it pointless for me to start a page, or should I just?
Jessica Forsyth.
Okay, so I will say this. I have never minded, like, obviously I have quite a few people that are silver on my team right now. And me and Rach both feel the same way as far as, you know, you can't get, there isn't any way to ever get information overload. There's always going to be something that you want to learn. You know what I mean? So with that being said, there's a reason why, like, I have a team page. I have it with Courtney and Jennifer. And then I have a team page with Rachel and Maria. So, and then of course there's Team Plex Forward, which I think it's up to like, what, 6,000 ambassadors or something like that. Well, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. There's a ton of ambassadors on that page. You can click on each one of those. Mine has the less files, but there is so much information, especially in the Team Plex Forward. If you ever look through the files, I mean, it's ridiculous. So that's why we still, like, even if you do have a team page, we are still wanting you to welcome them, you know, if that makes sense, like to, you know, all of the team pages. And to me, you know, it might seem kind of, I guess, I don't know what to say, tedious at the time. But girl, all I've ever done is, you know, use the same picture and then I copy and paste the wording on all of the team pages. But by welcoming them to each team page, you know, obviously you have to add them and then welcome them. You know, the information is endless on each page. And that's why I feel like it's so important to still have them a part of each page, along with your own.
And also, it's your voice. So, okay, so Passion for Plexus team is my voice, Maria's voice, and Kim's voice. But people that come on that team page, they know my personality. They hear my voice on it. You know, you hear Kim's, you hear Maria's. So once you have, I mean, that was Jessica Forsyth, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Girlfriend, you absolutely could kill it at a team page. So basically what you do is you add them to our page, you add them to Kim's page, and then you're going to have yours, and you'll have your pictures that you want on there. You'll have your style that you want on there. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Okay. Your vibe attracts your tribe. You have a different vibe than I do, a different vibe than Kim, a different vibe than everyone. That's your thing. You're a beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous individual. And so you need to get your vibe going on your page of what you want to do. And then as far as the tedious part of copying everything, I am working on research of what we can all use that basically you can, like you set yourself up and you can post once and then it goes to different pages. So for example, Kim and Jessica, like if you want to take something for Passion for Plexus, you copy and paste it over and then you click what pages you want it to hit. Exciting, right?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be like
I was
thebomb.com.
I know. I was thinking
work, cut, copy, and pasting all day. Like that's what I do at work.
Right.
So Buffer charges you for that, and Tiny Torch is something that's on my radar that Audrey, which is the lady that's Emerald that's speaking at my event next week. Again, like a huge resource of information and a blessing meeting her on the street in convention. I mean, I know. So
she didn't like my option that I found.
It's a Japanese site that's in like,
It's not Japanese.
what's it called? What did you call it? It's in testing phase?
It's in beta.
Okay, it's in beta.
It works really well.
I'm not setting my whole team up on a beta page. Okay. Anyway, baby, let me. So
I'll put it on the team page as an option so you can check it out.
So I'm working on the best solution for everyone that will be free. Because as of right now, Buffer, you have to pay for, and Chains is in beta testing, and I'm not banking anything on beta test. I'm not going to get 160 people set up on something in beta testing.
Right.
So, Jessica.
It is free.
Yes. So, in essence, I'm working on the best and easiest for everyone. And Jessica, I think that you have a killer personality and you're gorgeous and you absolutely should feel confident in your page. It just gives you an ownership. It's like, this is my page. So when someone signs up, you're like, hey, I've got a team page. My leaders have a team page. We've got tons of information for you. The files that are on all our pages, those are easy. You save them and then you just put them on yours. We'll teach you how to do that. But there's your accountability right there. So Jessica, Younger Forsyth, you need to power partner up with someone and start a team page.
I'm trying to. I was hoping it would be Valerie, but she's not powerful enough for me right now.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to motivate her, but I've got a couple other people on my team that are really doing some stuff right now. So I'm trying to make it happen.
Okay, well, find someone that wants a business like you do and that wants to be diamond like you're going to be, and make it happen, because that will be a game changer for your business. You're very busy right now. You have a crazy amount of people joining your team, and you need that support. I mean, we're here to help you, of course. You know, you and I message, we have fun, and Kim's an incredible leader. But at the same time, it's like there's an ownership aspect that you're going to have to take, because this is going to be your team. It's really exciting.
Yeah, and I'm so motivated. I'm really made like a 5-year goal of like I'm going to retire. I'm so sick of 12-hour and 16-hour shifts. It's ridiculous.
That is awesome, girl. Like,
it's going to take 5 years at all. Like, you're killing it harder than Kim and I did in the beginning times.
Yep, agreed. It took me exactly 3 months to go silver. It took me exactly 3 months to go gold.
How long did it take Jessica? Jessica, how long did it take you to go silver?
A month.
Not even.
But like a month. But the first steps are the easiest. You know, after that, it gets harder and harder. And so I'm really trying. I'm really motivated. I'm really trying to do it. And I mean, everybody that's joined my team so far, they're so excited and they're so pumped up, and everybody's trying to do it. We know a bunch of poor people that are saying, "Oh, we can't afford it. We can't this." So that's why I'm trying to get a bunch of testimonies from everybody's pages. So I'm utilizing you guys so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's the value in being healthy over the value in purses and stuff like that.
And as far as testimonies go, like I don't know if you had noticed, but I added you to that Plexus and Pregnant. There there are like, if you just type in the search bar of Facebook, there are tons of testimony pages. But another good one, like, you posting on Team Plex It Forward, that was a good idea, because I've always gotten such good feedback, or, people posting pictures with with their testimony and whatnot. Because that team page is so big, to me, if I ever have a question that I either don't want to go to Rachel about, or I did and she maybe didn't know, or she had to look it up and I don't necessarily have time, or whatever. Team Plex It Forward has always done its job for me. I've always had at least one fellow ambassador answer my question, or post a link, or invite me to a page. But yeah, I'm a part of.
Okay. So, Maria, I know you just took a big old bite, but I just wanted to hear from you a little bit more about your experience of power partnering and accountability. Sorry.
No. Way to go, Rach.
Way to go, Rach. Whenever you're ready. But I think the main point of what we're talking about is just really to encourage you guys to go outside of your comfort zone, reach out to people, talk about power partnering up, and just to understand the value in it, that you're not on your own, that you can have someone that you do this business with, and you have someone that you'll ride to the top with, which is just really exciting to have someone by your side that you're just promoting with and getting all excited with and sharing ideas with.
This is always better to do it with somebody.
Yeah.
Because then there's somebody standing right next to you when you're on the stage for speaking your diamond.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
I'm eating some chicken and veggies. So you asked me I'm sorry, what was it that you asked me? My experience with power partnering, right? Well,
Accountability.
my accountability. Well, basically, what I've come across is basically doing working with you, and I know that as far as accountability, you pretty much help keep me in check. You pretty much make sure that I stay on target of what I'm looking for. Now, accountability for me, the fact that I have someone looking out and looking at me, or I guess I have people looking up to me about the business or about Plexus, and even you as my mentor, it helps out a lot, because if I feel that nobody's looking at me, then I'm just going to fall through the cracks. And so I'm just, not going to really
let that happen. Not going to let that happen.
Exactly. So, I mean, since I have another job and I work full time with Chase, it's actually can get really hard. You have to organize. You have to make sure that, you post at least once a day, because I know there's been times where I get up in the morning and I'm focusing, okay, I got to get a post up, and I forget because I get so busy with getting ready for work, get to work, at work, and then when I get home, then the things you have to do when you get home. But I've learned, and even when I was speaking with you last month about our power partnering and getting together and talking about our stuff, thankfully you and Shane set up an awesome plan for me, to organize, because that's basically what I have to do is stay organized. So that's what I've felt with the power partnering part has helped me. And then again, I mean, I have my girls that I work with, with Janet and with Libby and Candy as well, that, they need help. I'm there to help them. I'm there to support them, because a lot of it has to do with support and encouraging each other. And I feel that if we don't have that, we're not going to get to the goals and be successful like we want to. And as far as the team chats, when we say, hey, can you support my comment? Can you support my status? I mean, the love of that. I don't see that often on other people who do Plexus. Like, our posts have a lot of love. So I think all of us are power partners regardless if you have that one specific person or not. You have everybody. We're a big family, and that's awesome. I know we met that lady, Cindy, you know, at the training there at the Perot Museum, right? And her and I, like, she's one of my Chase customers as well, and they'll go in there, her and her husband, and we'll talk about Plexus. And I mean, I feel like they're a power partner outside of our circle because they're very encouraging. They also have other tips that, you know, they want to teach me, but they're at work, they can't teach me. So I need to go to a, you know, a meeting that they have, that they hold like on Sunday nights at their house to, you know, to learn what they want to teach me, of course. So, I mean, that's cool to have somebody outside of our circle as well, because what if, you just never know what could happen, you know, maybe they have other ideas as well, because we share ideas within each other, but what if somebody had another idea that we can bring to the table as well? So that's where I see a lot of the, you know, power partner outside of our circle as well. And that's not something that we condone. It's actually go out there and build relationships, not just with them, because you never know what they can offer.
For sure.
Yeah. And even like, and I was looking at this the other day, like even with our posts, like share our posts. Like, I'm not going to tell you no, you know, like that's another power partner, you know, situation there. Like, just because we don't talk on a daily basis, but right then and there, if I said something that's you think it will attract your customers, or there's a focus there that you saw, take it, run with it. I'm not going to say, oh, she copied me. No, take it, please. You know, share my story, share my idea, because I know it can get hard, but hey, we're here to help each other out, and we're here all for the exact same reason, to reach our goals and hopefully all be diamonds at the exact same time. Well, not at the exact same time, but be up there on stage, receiving our checks, receiving, you know, our awesome gifts and all that great stuff. So yeah, that's me and power partners and accountability.
Yeah, the post today was awesome. I think I saw everyone on our team use it.
Thank you.
Even your verbiage, like, hey, listen up.
Listen, actually, again, going back to power partnering, I stole that from you. You used that like a month and a half ago or so, and I just kind of twisted it up a little bit as a back to school, because again, I have a goal and I need to get to the goal, and I need to find a way to my goal. Really? Sorry.
Okay.
So yes, I took that from you, but again, you are my power partner, and I know that I can share, or I can use that and share with my people, and
Yeah.
so yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad that it was able to help you. I'm pretty sure I got it from someone else's Facebook page in Plexus. I just want to think that I wrote that out. So.
Yeah.
But we're sharing and we're learning, and we're all getting to we all have the exact same goal, regardless of where you're at with the chase. I mean, with the, I'm sorry.
I think that actually happened with Candy. She copied my cartoon and said, hey, someone asked her about it. She's like, I stole this from Shane. And I was like, I actually got it from somebody else.
I got it from Barry.
Yeah,
I got
it from Barry, I think.
I think we got it from Barry. We got it from someone.
Yeah.
But just so to encourage like the posting, and you know, we were able to help Maria, is Shane works full time. So he has a really good perspective of what to do when you work full time, whereas like I did a year ago, and I don't really remember. I just remember that I would sit at my office crying, wanting to do Plexus all the time. That's all I remember, is like just wanting to be on Facebook.
What are you doing?
And I remember someone be like, can you update this on the club court page, which is like update a country club golf course? Or someone's like, hey, I have multiple sclerosis. Can you help me? And I'm like, who to answer right now, you know? But he came up with a really good plan for Maria. So for anyone that is working full time and wants some help with organization, Maria, maybe they can reach out to you, and you can kind of share with them what we created for you. Because I mean, it's not too specific necessarily.
Very general.
I think it's pretty general, something that hopefully could bless other people that work full time. So maybe You can do a post that says, hey team, if anyone is working full time and wants some ideas of how to get organized, I'd love to help you, maybe. Okay, so put Passion for Plexus post for that. Awesome. Cool. So yeah, so I just wanted to, you know, share that love because it's tricky. But once we get this posting app down and I figure out which one we're going to do, it's going to be a game changer. It's going to be Tiny Torch if y'all want to look into that, but I'm not 100% sure yet because I want to test it out. Like I said, I'm not going to recommend something to 160 people until at least I know it's really, really great. Okay, great. Well, I'm just so excited that we all got to chat about accountability and power partners.
Hey, I did want to say one other thing. So,
Yes, Shane.
We are over time, honey. We're supposed to end at 8:30.
It'll be really quick. Earlier when I was talking about like being the type of person that you'd want to partner with, one thing that really defines like Rachel's style is being a very positive voice. Even when there can be, you can be down, people can be like dogging on Plexus or
People don't dog on Plexus to me.
or they can
No one ever says.
ask you tough questions, you know.
Yeah.
Or you can just, life happens and it's really easy to go towards negative outlook. And Rachel, something that really defines Rachel is always keeping things positive. And so was that then?
Is everybody okay?
Yeah, that was. I was gonna say that probably was a lot of sound.
Oh, my bad.
You can mute us right now.
What I'm saying is, so
Positivity.
the person she wants to partner with. She wants someone positive who's going to stay positive no matter what happens, because things always happen, and so you have to reflect that then in every aspect of with every comment that you post on your Facebook page.
Heck yeah.
to your team page, to anything else. You want to be a consistent voice in what you do.
Absolutely. We got to keep it positive. And I've said this before. It's not like Rachie doesn't have bad days. I thought of something I wanted to post the other day. This weird thing happened. I was like, oh, I want to post it on Facebook. I was like, that really is going to cause like a, and that's not what I want my audience to see or hear, because it's a fleeting moment. And the reality is that God has blessed us so much in what we do, and I want to honor him in everything. And my Facebook page is, I've said this before, it's like my website. If you create your own website, you sure as heck aren't going to be going on your own website and putting negative things. You're always going to have positive things about your business. It's the same thing. Your Facebook page is your website. Okay. Do you want to close this out in prayer? And then we are going to do a question and answer. I'm going to turn off the recording and we'll do a question and answer, because I want everyone to feel like they have what they need. I just don't want to go over too far. So we'll pray. I'll stop the recording and then we'll do a question and answer. Cool? Thumbs up? It won't be a long one. Okay, wonderful. Will you pray us out, baby?
Yeah. Dear Father, we just, we thank you for this evening. We thank you for all these wonderful people that are part of the Passion for Plexus team. And Father, we just pray that you would be working in our lives, and Father, that we use Plexus as a way to give you glory and to help a lot of people get healthy, and to allow us to have financial freedom to do things like stay home with kids and to raise them ourselves and not let others raise them, or just whatever it is, Father, that you have for us. And just ask that you would use this opportunity for your glory in everyone who's a part of our team's lives. In your precious name I pray. Amen.
Thank you. That's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you, everyone, for contributing. Have a lovely evening.